Hi, I'm Jan Ward. I'm the job developer at Catholic Charities. I work with in the Refugee Resettlement Program. Every year in Jacksonville, we receive over 400 refugees that come to us. They are legal here in our state. They're legal here to work. Some of them have escaped life and death situations. They lived in their country. They had to be removed because of political beliefs. We in America, we're proud of our human rights and our freedoms. They suffered because of their choices that they made. These refugee families, when they get here, they need help with everything. They need help with clothing. They need help with medical attention, transportation, housing, and especially jobs. We have placed several clients in companies. Those companies they've been successful with are in lawn care. I've had companies from hotels working in janitorial positions, housekeeping positions. All have been very successful. Employers are very happy with these hard-working refugees that have come to America. Employers have told me that they have benefited from hiring refugees because the refugees are so excited about coming to work every day. They love to work. That's what they want to do. Please take a moment and review two of our local companies who have hired our refugees and hear what they have to say about hiring our clients. Turfmasters and Kuhn's Florist. You've probably heard of them both. Let's hear what they have to say about our refugees.
Hello, I'm Tommy Ravelli, Operations Manager here at Turfmasters. Turfmasters has been around since 1971. We provide several services such as fertilization, irrigation, landscaping, and of course maintenance. We employ several employees, approximately 50 or so during the summer months and a little less during the winter months. At this time I employ 3 refugees. I have 2 operating in our maintenance department, and I have 1 operating in our landscape department. All 3 are really good workers. They have great work ethics, and I'm certainly glad to have them employed here at Turfmasters.
Okay. Tommy, at Turfmasters, you have been really determined to make sure that these employees get all of the education that you're providing your regular employees that speak English. So will you talk a little bit about that, how we've worked that out?
Sure. We provide training for all employees on a regular basis every Tuesday morning. They deserve the same training as everybody else does, so we had to kind of find a way to transfer all that information to them as well. By working with you and Catholic Charities, we were able to do so with you providing an interpreter that goes over to their house in the evening, and I provide the literature for them to study with the interpreter, and then the following day they bring me the test. So I think it's working out really well.
Okay, thank you. Tommy, some of our employers tell me that communication really doesn't seem to be much of an issue for them. They just kind of point and show them what to do, and they pick up on it pretty quickly. Would you agree to that?
Oh, yeah. The guys do that on a regular basis. We, of course, we try to have everybody learn new things, so everybody here is learning on a regular basis. So with them, we use the point and shoot. We point at the task that needs to be done and maybe work with them side by side a little bit to kind of show them along a little bit, and then we move away and they continue that task and usually have no problems succeeding in the task.
Okay.
I'm Andy Graham. I'm the Operations Director for Kuhn Flowers in Jacksonville, Florida. We employ approximately 60 people with gross sales around $8 million a year. We've been in business since 1947 and like to think of ourselves as the best florist in Jacksonville and rank consistently among the top 10 in the country. We've employed what I like to call new residents. We've employed, had 5 come into the family over the past 2 years. The first was a young man from Sudan who was a member of the Lost Boys. And more recently, within the past year, we've brought in 4 Burmese new residents. They've gone into the design department.
Okay.
Andy, can you tell me how you handled the barrier with communication with some of the Burmese who don't speak English? How do you handle that?
One of the girls had minimal English. The other 3, they didn't have any English. A lot of nodding, a lot of smiling back and forth. But, you know, we've got a design staff where the Burmese girls work. The staff's about 12. And we've got a lot of first-generation Americans on that staff. So with that said, we've got a lot of different languages working very closely together. And again, I think it kind of goes with the desire. They have a lot of desire to do the right thing. And fortunately for us, we're in a situation where we can show them manually without having to converse. We can show them what we want them to do by make this arrangement. And in their case, it was really everybody progresses at their own rate, but for the most part, it was we showed them once, and they got it.
I hope you enjoyed hearing about how the local companies here in Jacksonville have worked with the refugees. If you have any questions, please contact me, Jan Ward, 904-224-0073, or you can email me at jward@ccbjax.org anytime. I'd love to talk with you about these refugees.